OCD is a glitch in mind. When wiring between cortex and amygdala gets disturbed, then a person suffers from obsessive compulsive disorder. Hello, my dear ones. In today's video, I will explain about OCD, how a person suffers from OCD, and how to get rid of your obsessions and compulsions. Before I begin, I want you to download my mobile app. Just type my name, Dr. Kashika Jain, and you will find my app. Download it and experience meditation, repeat affirmations, do breathing exercises. It will shift you from fight flight mode to rest and repair mode. Means from sympathetic nervous system to parasympathetic nervous system. That will help you to get over from OCD quickly. Now let's begin. Understand, OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder. A person suffers from unwanted, intrusive, repetitive thoughts, and those thoughts produce anxiety, discomfort, lots of distress. Because a person is having unnecessary, unwanted, intrusive thoughts, maybe about cleaning concern, maybe about harming concern, maybe about some religion related to God or harming to kids. It can be about anything. These thoughts are purely automatic, and a person have these kind of thoughts. He has no control over his thoughts. Automatically, he continuously start having those intrusive thoughts. And those intrusive thoughts produces sometimes guilt. Because if a person is having sexual thought about family member like sister and for mother, that thought produces guilt because that thought is against that person's value. A person starts living in guilt, fear, anxiety, lots of discomfort. And to release that discomfort, person starts taking action on these intrusive thoughts. And that becomes a compulsive act. A person repeats the action, and now when a person repeats the action, it reinforces OCD. It feeds OCD. In that way, OCD becomes stronger. And when OCD becomes stronger, person's confidence level goes down and he start feeling miserable. He sometimes he start blaming himself, sometimes he gets confused that why I'm having these thoughts repetitively. Might be these thoughts I'm having due to my past bad karmas. And also, family members fail to understand about OCD because a person looks normal from outside, but deep inside he is struggling with lots of discomfort. And this discomfort continues for months, for years, and a person even feel unable to explain his discomfort. So this is the biggest challenge OCD sufferers face when they feel incapable of explaining their own struggle to their family members. And they want support, but family fail to support because they look absolutely normal. And usually family members start giving advice like this: don't think that way, don't take this action. But these advices don't work because this is beyond control of OCD sufferer. That if like they have this power to stop their thoughts, so they could have stopped their thoughts. If they have power to stop compulsions easily, so they have also could have stopped their compulsions. But it feels lots of discomfort when it comes to not to perform any compulsion. And if they try to suppress or to get away from the thoughts chase even more, and they come with more intensity and with more frequent they become. So it's not easy for OCD sufferer to stop thoughts. This is beyond their control. So we need to understand the more we suppress our thoughts, more they persist, more they reoccur. So suppressing thought or getting away from the thought, it's not any solution. When you have this thought, you need to witness that thought. You need to understand that you are not your thought. Thoughts are just mental events automatically coming in your mind. You are just having a thought. You need to set a distance from the thought, and whatever the thought is, irrespective of its version, you need to understand you did not produce that thought. Be confident. Thought is just a thought. It does not mean you are having a thought. You will lose your control and you will do something against your will. You are in full your control. You will not do anything against your will. Be confident. OCD attacks on your confidence and make you feel guilt, confuse you, and try to misguide you. It acts like a scammer, falsely giving you so many reasons to believe that whatever your mind is saying, communicating through thoughts, urges, is true. But understand, my dear, OCD is fake. Whatever thoughts you are having, these are just suggestions based upon your programming. Because you have some information deep down in your subconscious mind, and based upon that information, your mind is mistakenly producing those kind of thoughts. Might be you caught some fear, you have some wrong information in your system, and based upon that wrong information or your perceived threats or fears, those are completely irrational in nature. Your mind is producing those kind of thoughts. Due to your poor lifestyle or some other reasons, happy hormones level is disbalanced in your system, and your body and brain are not working properly. Your gut brain axis is disturbed. You need to understand your gut is also responsible for producing irrational, intrusive thoughts, because your gut is not only responsible for digestion, it also regulates your emotions. And when your gut health is disturbed, you don't just suffer from constipation or diarrhea, you also suffer from brain fog. You also have lots of intrusive thought. You also feel difficult to process your emotions. So gut brain axis is very important, and also your vagus nerve plays a vital role in channelizing the message to the other organs to your brain. So understand, you need to reset your body's and brain's chemistry. And for that, you need to have patience by practicing breathing exercises, mindfulness, meditation, and lots of other relaxation techniques like body massage or walk in nature or spending time with your loved ones or playing with pet or any these kind of activities help you to stay relaxed even in challenging moments when your mind is giving you wrong suggestion in the form of thought, urge, image, in any form. In those moments, if you already have developed this habit of staying relaxed, then your body will support you to face that challenging moment. So you need to do these kind of practices to relax your vagus nerve and also to heal your gut. You need to take care about your food. What you eat, you become. So be mindful what you eat. So avoid junk food, avoid packed stale food, all these kind of foods, and also avoid overeating. Be mindful what you are eating, and also mindfully eat. Enjoy your food. If you can do, practice intermittent fasting. Means eat just in the window of 8 hours and 16 hours every day. Do fasting. It will help you to reset your gut. And once your gut is reset, then you automatically feel a clear, a very, like confident self of you, because your brain fogs clears and your gut stops producing intrusive thoughts. And when these automatic thoughts automatically reduces because your gut is now healthy, you don't misinterpret the automatic thoughts, and also simultaneously you are training your brain not to misinterpret the automatic thoughts, because we have rational as well as irrational thought. Likewise, we have rational fears or irrational fears too. Simply, we need to understand that we need to train our brain to catch what is rational, what is irrational. And when we learn to differentiate between what is true or what is untrue, then we take back control in our hands. So understand, because this is your suffering, so you are responsible to come out from this suffering. So keep in mind, your brain is suggesting you something. It's not ordering you something, but you get confused. Every suggestion you consider as order. Oh, I am having this thought, now I need to act upon this thought. No, my dear, you don't need to act upon every thought. Use power to select. You always have power to select. For example, you go to any marriage party and you are offered a buffet. So there are lots of items to eat. Do you really eat each and every item? No. You select what you want to eat, and automatically you reject which you don't want to eat. Likewise, you go to any showroom. So there you are offered so many choices, clothes, but you select only those which fits you, like on your body, which fits in your budget, and you carefully select your clothes, your food, and on daily basis you make lots of choices. What does it mean? It means you have power to choose. So likewise, your mind offers you lots of thoughts throughout the day. You have power to choose when to act and when to stay in control, not to act. So understand, use this power. No matter how intense this thought, how frequent this thought, you always have power not to act. Try to catch the intrusive thoughts. Check them, and when you are sure this is not my thought, this is just an automatic intrusive thought, and the story behind this thought is completely fake. And because I'm having this fake thought, which contains lots of guilt, lots of fears, lots of anxiety, that's why my body is giving this kind of response. But this is a completely fake scenario. It's a scam from my mind. And you choose not to act, not to avoid, not to seek reassurance. You maintain your confidence. Then your OCD loop starts breaking. Your OCD starts getting weak, and you reclaim your strength. You boost your confidence. You need to understand your OCD always talks in possibility. Always your brain assumes something. Why your brain assume? Because your brain wants everything certain. When something new comes in your way, your brain gets panic and it start producing anxiety. It start producing thoughts related to uncertainty. My dear, you know, life is uncertain. We cannot predict each and everything. So we need to live with the uncertainty. But your brain wants everything certain. So always looking for threats. Even the perceived threats, it notices and start giving the response. So understand the nature of the brain to stay calm. Understand when your brain is assuming based upon something happened in the past or something may happen. So your brain always assume and shows the possibility of happening something. And sometimes brain's story looks like so convincing. It feels like that, oh, what if I don't act and really something bad happens? So I will be responsible for that. And you are not ready to take responsibility for that. You are fearful. You don't want that thing to happen. So, out of fear, without thinking rationally, because when you are in fear zone, so your rational brain temporarily shuts down. So in those moments you don't think rationally and you start acting upon even the irrational fears. But when you train yourself to catch the irrational intrusive thoughts, so you can use this 3C technique. The first C stands for catch the thought. Second C stands for check the thought. This is intrusive thought. This is OCD speaking. This is a complete fake story. Or you can call your OCD as monster. Or you can call your OCD as bullshit or whatever name you want to give it. And then the last C stands for change your thought. So you can replace your thought easily. Like simple thought, I'm in my control, I'm the boss here. Or you can smile. You can respond to that automatic suggestion in any way. Also, don't go with the possibility, don't go with the assumption. See always reality. So possibility versus reality. In reality, you are safe, you are in your control, you did not harm anybody, the surface is not dirty, you did not do anything wrong, door is properly closed, you did not disrespect the God, you respect and love your family members. So be in the reality, trust yourself. Don't allow yourself to misguide from OCD suggestions. Don't give power to the OCD. Understand. One part of you knows very well that these thoughts are not yours. These are automatic thoughts produced by your mind. Because your brain chemistry is disturbed, your gut-brain axis not working properly, some chemicals like serotonin, oxytocin levels are not up to mark in your system. So you need to reset the chemistry of your body and brain. And for that reason, you need to keep your calm. You need to keep patience. You need to understand you're not your thoughts. You need to maintain a distance from your thoughts. You need to believe in yourself that without your consent, without involving your body into some act, nothing can be done. And when you act through your body, you know your senses reports you that now you are acting on something. But unnecessary, you surrender yourself to the OCD and OCD tortures you a lot. No, don't surrender to the OCD. Take your control back. Stand tall. Be confident in front of OCD. The more You maintain your confidence. You don't escape the situation. You face the situation no matter how challenging it is. You become stronger and your OCD becomes weaker. Either you can become stronger or your OCD. So you need to be strong, and every day, in every way, train yourself, train your brain, train your body to be more stronger than OCD. Actually, you are having these kind of thoughts because in your unaware state or mistakenly some wrong message went deep in your system and your brain perceived that experience or reference a real threat. And your brain intention is right. Your brain is trying to save you from the threat. And by the repeated action, the message perceived by the amygdala that, oh, you are acting upon it or you are avoiding this situation, it means it is a real danger. And now your amygdala is overactive, not listening to your cortex brain. Your anterior cingulate cortex not working properly. Your brain filter not working properly. Your RAS is simply focusing on these intrusive thoughts or scanning the environment to notice or catch the threats. Although these kind of threats are totally fake, irrational, but your brain is not understanding in those moments. You need to keep your calm. You need to train your brain gradually. You need to have that patience for months or for years, because it really takes time to retrain your brain when it comes to fear. Doesn't matter, it's irrational fear. For example, you plant a seed. You keep patience. You water it, you expose that to sunlight, you put the proper soil, everything, you take care of that plant, and you keep patience for a few days. But you keep watering it, you keep exposing to the sunlight, you keep taking care of it, and after few days that seed start converting into the plant, and gradually it grows and becomes a tree. Likewise, you need to train your brain with that patience. If you are in hurry that, oh my god, these stops and these thoughts are not stopping, why I'm having repeatedly these kind of thoughts, these thoughts should stop, or I need to do something to stop these kind of thoughts, you become desperate to stop these kind of thoughts, then you suffer a lot. Because to control your thoughts, that is beyond your control. That's not in your hand. So understand. What is in your hand, you need to put efforts into that direction. So you have control over your compulsions. So stop doing compulsions, mentally or physically. And also, do not force your family members to perform compulsions. Those are proxy compulsions. So in any form, don't act on these intrusive thoughts or urges. Don't address them. So use your power where that will be fruitful. But if you use your power to suppress your thought, to stop your thoughts, then your OCD attacks you back and tortures you even more. So in your control is doing breathing exercise, meditation, giving positive suggestion. Always talk to yourself positively. Catch your intrusive thoughts. Remain in control. Be mindful. Practice mindfulness always. Be in the moment. And instead of fighting with your OCD, just let them come. Means intrusive thoughts, if they are coming, let them come. Be mindful. These are just thoughts. I'm deeply connected to myself, I'm deeply connected to my environment, and I'm safe, and my family members are safe. Everything is safe around me. And mindfully move on to that area which is valuable to you. Set your values. Whatever is important to you, channelize your energy to that area. When you stop addressing those thoughts, means you are not either entertaining, engaging with them, or not rejecting. They are coming, okay, they are coming. You are simply witnessing but not engaging in any way. So that way you are giving a message to your brain that I know the reality and I'm busy in what is most important to me. And have a goal. Because if you have a goal and you plan your day, you take actions according to your planning, your mind remain busy into what really matters to you and stop entertaining the intrusive thoughts. And when you stop focusing on those thoughts, energies, they automatically disappears. So you need to have a value hierarchy. You need to have goals according to your value hierarchy, and with proper planning, with a schedule, follow your routine. You will notice that your OCD thoughts are getting fade, they are disappearing automatically. That way, by increasing your awareness, by taking actions in right direction, by channelizing your energy, practicing mindfulness, meditation exercises, you can retrain your system to stay calm even if you have OCD intrusive thoughts. OCD will disappear automatically, but you need to stop fighting with the OCD. So my dear ones, stop fighting with the OCD. This is enough for this video. I understand one single video is not enough to cover everything, so I'll keep making videos on OCD on different themes. So stay tuned with my videos. And now I want you to subscribe this channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and also do share this video with your friends and family members. I will see you in the next video. Take care, my dear ones.